All right, welcome back. This is actually episode 17. I have done my homework to figure out what episode we're on. It only took 17 of them and a 5-week hiatus or whatever it was. So where we left off, you guys just wrapped up a very epic fight with
Starter fight.
many minion. Yes, the very easy simple fight. There was a bunch of death guards, some Terran Dominion soldiers. The fight began because the Dominion was massacring the colonists. What looked like was potentially just a roundup turned ugly. So yeah, in the middle of this fight, as you guys were taking it to the Dominion, a new ally emerged in one Malachi, who turned the tide of the battle by forcing the drones to be on your side. And yeah, with his help, and together with your own epicness, you were able to defeat the Dominion here. And unfortunately, at least in this location, your immediate vicinity, it does not look like any of the colonists survived. All of the colonists that were right here were killed. Potentially, obviously, there's some colonists that could have ran away, gotten away from this initial scrum. But the ones here, as you're sort of getting your breath after this fight, you don't see any movement or signs of life.
Yeah, I mean, if any had even still been around for that fight, they'd have eaten 3 explosions. I don't think they would have made it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you kind of dust yourselves off a little bit. Trinity, you rub the blindness out of your eyes, wherever the fuck that was causing that. And so yeah, you guys are kind of what do? You got this newcomer who I guess Shane, give me a brief description of what Malachi looks like for these guys.
Okay, before that, didn't we have some people who were knocked out? Is everybody up?
I think everyone's actually up. Like, I think Tyrannix
I do remember
was
Maggie eating it.
Yeah, people have dropped in the fight, but as of right now, everyone was up, I believe.
We're good.
Yeah,
I think Tyrannix is like the lowest one. I think that's after he ate.
Yeah.
After
the explosions went off, the dust settled. Folks were still breathing. But yeah.
Okay, yeah, Malachi is around 6-footish, pretty athletic looking. He's in his traditional dark colors, usually gold and black, or black with gold accents. That's the best color combination there is. And he's not real emotive. He's very
Yeah.
He's always seems like he has something on his mind, like he's thinking through something. Like he's very much so a thoughtful, think before you speak type person. Like, there's been a lot of things recently that has been revealed to him that is making him question a lot of things. So he's very timid's the wrong word, but he...
Does it seem like cold and calculating, or more like empathetic and warm type of thought?
I would say a little bit of both.
So he's not thought, clear. Basically.
Yeah, he's really trying to understand kind of the world around him a little bit. He knows what his goals are, but outside of that, he is, things are being revealed to him, as he goes along, that is giving him a new perception on the world. So it probably seems like he's more cold and calculated, but it's not necessarily that. It's more wanting to understand. It's more of a information gathering, of the world. And then, I mean, I'll give follow-ups on that as
Sure, yeah. I'm sure everyone
we-
will interrogate you lightly at least. And by the way, everyone critted their perception on that to really get into the soul of Malachi there.
I mean, I think it's fine that we don't necessarily know all of that, but
Yeah.
that's something for players to kind of
For sure.
cotton with in terms of how we perceive them.
So yeah, you guys see this sort of neutral-looking gentleman in black and gold garb. How do you guys want to approach him? Who's gonna be the who wants to ask him stuff?
I can only. Ooh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, first of all, Buxus would be like, "Hey, man, thank you for helping me back there. I really appreciate all the help that you gave us. Who are you? What's your deal?"
With that being said,
I
Malachi
like the idea of
definitely
Bucks
would
is saying all
reciprocate.
this as he like shrinks back to normal size.
I guess they both would be right because they were both big.
Oh yeah, didn't they?
Yeah.
They both got enlarged.
Just giving a fist bump. Well, I think I said this during the fight. I thought it was funny, but I was very thankful that Buxus didn't slap me, since he slapped everyone basically on the battlefield, and then came up there. He was the one. We were handling the north side of the fight down. I would just introduce myself to Buxus and to everybody else. My name's Malachi. It looked like you guys needed some help, and I wanted to turn the tide of the battle. Anybody who's fighting the Dominion is a friend of mine.
I like clap him on the back of his shoulder, like, this guy's already cool with me. Like, we bled together.
And grew together, literally.
I think kind of after everything had like settled down, Jamira had kind of just fallen to her knees, like on the ground here. She's all banged up, tears all over her outfit, cape's all torn up. She sees Buxus and Malachi speaking, and she just kind of nods and says, "Your help was most welcome. I hope this serves as an abject lesson in do-goodery, potentially not being worth it."
you don't mean that. We gotta save the day when we can.
Perhaps we can go about it more intelligently next time, rather than jumping into the middle of the fight.
It doesn't
gonna
just
have
get
to-
your blood pumping, Zai. Like,
I think Tyrannix would have something to say about that.
I was gonna say we're gonna have to
100%
work
he
on Tyrannix a little bit.
100% he would disagree with that assertion.
Beat ass, ask questions later.
That's right.
I guess. Well, there was one thing. No, I'm gonna wait. I'll wait.
Sure. You guys see Malachi maybe start to say something, then hold back. Yeah, actually, would you guys please, I guess, how curious is everyone with the battlefield? Like, would people want to look over some stuff? Particularly, I guess, actually, Jamira, roll me a occultism, if you would, please.
Occultism.
Oh no!
Starting off wrong.
Starting off with a 4. All right, so Maggie and Calvin, and I may be misremembering. So if anyone else had birthdays while I was gone, please remind me. But you guys have full hero points. Would someone like to give D a hero point so our first roll back is not a 4?
I would definitely volunteer one of my hero points.
Fantastic. D, if you please
Right.
would re-roll that.
Let's see. Plus 15. Will we get a 1?
Yeah, let's. Oh god, I thought it was at 2. I was like,
Oh my
no!
god.
Perfect. Yeah, so Jamira, you are slightly you're more familiar with the Death Guards than anyone else here, as you've sort of soaked up their hellfire before with your graveyard. As you have had this conversation with Malachi, you sort of turn your attention away from him and more towards the ruins of the battlefield. You look over the sort of the excess of the Death Guards with their like power armor, kind of like I've said, kind of fragmented out. You look at 2 separate sort of pieces from the Death Guards, because you had that slight familiarity, like I said, also that curiosity from that, as like I'm sort of pushing this on you, but I think Shamira would be a little bit interested in the Death Guards, curious about them and trying to figure out how they tick a little bit.
Sure. I mean, she basically did the first time as well.
Right.
Looking at him.
So with that occultism, you start to like literally piece together the puzzle of their power armors, as you've got 4, new fucking experiment pieces. I don't know. What's the term, Maggie, when you're looking at things through a microscope? What's the specimens,
Organism?
4 specimens, samples, 4 samples of things for you to look. Yeah, guys, it's been forever. It's been 30 years. I don't remember words. You've got 4 new Death Guards that you could basically kind of look through, and you're able to piece together a little bit on both their power armor and also their void swords. So you're able to sense that with their power armor, as you're sort of piecing together the puzzle here, you think that you could, with the learnings from this, help out in creating a almost like a suit to house the soul for the professor. Because how they do it is very similar to what the idea is with the professor, where, as you remember, the Death Guard's power armor basically just houses a soul, and then once they explode, that soul goes back to, whatever you want to call it, home base. Meanwhile,
right.
the power armor here just gets, exploded. So you think that with some of your learnings from this, that you would be able to basically use this technology to help the professor in his own sort of quest to get a body. You would not have enough knowledge from this yet. I would say let's go ahead and just put it at you're like 5 out of 10 Death Guards.
Okay.
So like you have witnessed and learned from 5 different Death Guard bodies. Once you look at 5
you gotta get 5 more.
You'll be
Gotcha.
Exactly. You'll be able to get to
I like it. So I just put that she studied the power, assuming she potentially has figured out a way to house the professor.
Yes.
It's just what I put that in my notes.
Exactly. That's exactly it. With the void swords, you would be at 5 out of 20.
Okay.
Because as you're looking through this, the technology is a bit more complex versus the housing of the soul. The void swords, as like the Death Guards are defeated, they get exploded. The void swords themselves, like there's not just a void sword sitting on the ground. Like there's basically the pommel of a sword, but the blade, which is essentially a blade of void, is just gone. It dissipates. So like once they die, once they explode, it's literally just the pommel on the ground. But you think that you could replicate one, make your own version of this void sword, or at least provide the blueprints, right? You could provide the schematic
Mhm.
essentially to someone who could make this. Shamir is not exactly the crafty type, right? But you would be
Right.
able to provide the how with 20 of these, so 5 out of 20 death guards, and you would be able to help create a void sword.
Okay. Shit nasty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Skalvix, for saving the day with the hero point, so you get cool stuff.
Yes. Hell yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much the also just to go over, since I didn't state it at least in session, you guys did level off of this fight. I don't know if everyone has leveled yet or not. It's not a huge deal if you didn't. Most likely we're not going to hit fights today. And then also you did get a constellation point. However, that's sort of going to be granted within the story, which means you have to be back on the ship, and it's basically like you invest a day into it to be able to do it. So it's not like you go to the ship, quickly upload it, and can jump back out in 10 minutes. You'll have to get back to the ship, do like a rest and everything, and then just in case
You got
there's
to go through the
sort of
cutscene, man.
yeah, just in case there's some sort of time sensitive shit in the world, you can't just, you'll have to actually make the investment. But just wanted to say you leveled up, you got your constellation point from that fight as the sort of culmination, as I said, of like the intros of the campaign here. So yeah, the battlefield has you feel as if you've discovered everything that is here. What do you guys want to do? You could potentially track down the rest of the colonist survivors. It obviously appears that the Dominion are still hunting them, or at least were. You could pursue the bunker that has the key, the special fancy key that could let you go to some unique place. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Like Jamiro would ask the party, say like, well, we did this to save the peoples here. Do you wish to see if any of them survived? Seems a waste to simply leave after suffering such damages to ourselves.
Agreed. The whole point was to save people.
Arms wide open. He says, Zamira, I love it. You're all about the do-goodery already.
Yes, quite.
Let's see if we can clear some of this rubble, make sure there's nobody in trouble that we could aid out as soon as possible.
Yeah, go ahead. Everyone give me a perception check to see if we can perceive any survivors in this rubble, this immediate area rubble.
No, apparently I don't see yeah.
Said a perception check, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
That was it.
With +9, I got an 11. It was not meant to be.
Here's the one.
I mean,
I think Jamira is pretty mad. She's not really looking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
They-
Like Zamira's
She's just kicking the
like
rubble.
pushing rubble
She's
with her
kicking
toe.
dust.
Like, no, there's nothing here.
So you guys are digging through the rubble. Rainbow Dancer is doing his thing. Yeah, it's you don't see
Malachi and Trinity show.
Yeah, if you guys remember that you have literally been in this place before, where you actually stopped the Dominion trying to scrounge up some colonists before, not to this degree, but this place had already kind of been destroyed a bit. Like, there are some standing buildings, but most of the rubble that is here has been here, and you could see that. Like, there's not, new tracks underneath, or like someone trying to fucking crawl their way out or anything like that. You're fairly confident that there are no colonists stuck in any of the rubble here, so you feel like you'd be good to go to leave this area. you don't believe that there's any here. And actually, with that 24 Scalvix, as everyone else is sort of perceiving the area, you're able to see that there are some tracks leading away from this location. Basically, it looks fairly recent and that they were trying to get the hell out of here quickly. So it looks like there were a few survivors that left.
Since I wasn't here, the
You muted,
last-
sir.
Calvin?
What was the were there any important people in this area?
There was a mayor. There was a mayor whose name is very important. Mayor Alara was the mayor of the colonists here. Like the colony.
Do we see Mayor Alara's body anywhere?
No. Alara
Okay.
still at large, MIA, potentially alive somewhere.
Is there any good loot around?
Just the knowledge from the armor and the void swords, but basically outside of that, like the troopers just drop batons, which are probably not going to be very useful for any of you guys.
Do the dead colonists have any money on them?
We're not looting the colonists.
No, he's just taking it from these ones back to the other colonists. You know,
Yeah.
No,
To help
I
him
don't-
redistribute
I
it.
don't know him well enough to know that, so.
I mean, he could do it, and he could potentially do it, and we couldn't see it.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
Sadly, the colonists did not actually have anything on them except for the clothes on their backs.
Worst
They
way
were
to go.
blown up.
Pretty poor area.
Yeah.
I
They've
would
been
with the mayor.
under siege now for probably like a week or so. Like they've been pretty
Everybody
displaced for a little while. Not been going so well for the old colonists, sadly.
Cal had been saying something, but he was muted before.
Yeah, what were you getting into, Cal?
Yeah, it wouldn't be a session if I'm not talking muted. But
Yeah, classic.
no, I was gonna just relay that information. Like I see the foot tracks. There were some that got away. Not sure if it was friendlies or foes, but there's some tracks leading away from here.
Maybe
Check
we
in with
head
the
that way
mayor,
then.
see if he's got a head count or if they've got a head count. I think the mayor was female.
Yes. She was. Yeah, so you guys you start heading following those tracks, and yeah, they do pretty much lead towards if you guys remember, you had met the mayor in sort of what was their underground HQ. They sort of had basically what was a basement. Like on the top floor was rubble, but underneath that was still pretty intact, and they had been using that as sort of a hidden headquarters. And yeah, the tracks basically lead straight there. So luckily, it's you guys and not the Dominion that followed them. But you arrive towards these headquarters, and it looks pretty much the same. Like from the outside looking in, it looks normal. It doesn't look like they've been raided or anything. There's not bodies, coming from the stairs or anything like that. So you're decently confident that things are okay here. I'm assuming you want to approach.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
be careful approaching. Something tells me they'd be quite on edge.
Oh no, the mayor knows us. Like we're legit shit around. I mean, you weren't here when Coyote was here, but like it's
That fight?
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, you guys you approach cautiously, right? Like you just got in this huge fight, so you're already a little bit on edge, looking around and stuff. And you kind of scurry across the road, and yeah, just like Shamira said, they're a little bit on edge. You kind of get like, you go across the road so that your eyes can see down, because it there's like the stairs down into the subdweller there, and there's a guy just kind of like basically at the door, and he quickly like draws up the gun towards you and then brings it back down, because he does recognize you guys. Tyrannix is a big fucking dragon guy. Like it's he's pretty easy. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, we
Hard to
know
forget
him. We
him.
know this guy. So like quickly drops his weapon and he kind of just like motions you in. He doesn't really say anything. Pushes open the door and then just shoves you guys in. So you guys get in there and it looks worse off than the last time you were here. Last time, you know, it had kind of like the swinging lights, very like dirty but clean, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't cluttered before, but obviously they're under a pile of rubble, so shit gets dirty. Now it's like it's been set up as a triage, so there's many bodies in different levels of, you know, danger to life. Like they're still actively going through medically treating them. So you've got, you know, individuals sort of crying out in pain. You got kids sobbing in a corner with adults trying to calm them down. And then back towards, like in the front corner, you have the mayor, Mara Lara, conversating with another individual over a map. And when she sees you guys come in, and she kind of nods to you, gives you like the, you know, 1 sec, and looks like she's trying to hurry up her conversation with this individual. Yeah, what do you guys do as you're sort of waiting for her to wrap this up?
I would like to offer the words of Lambutin to the survivors, try to give them a little glimpse of hope, or inspire them to, like, you know, I know things are bad, but Lambutin's always looking out, and you deserve an upvote for the effort you put in.
Though, bro. I know you lost an arm, but this meme, I mean, just laugh.
Laughter is the best medicine.
That's right. That's what they say. I don't know. Scalvix, is laughter the best medicine, or is like medicine the best medicine?
You know, usually wine and cheese.
Laughter, wine, and cheese. Best medicine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Probably get fat, but you'll be fine.
Take a little brie of it, it'll be all right.
Yeah. So
You gotta let it
I
age.
think-
You know, take
I
your
think
time.
Malachi probably goes and plays with the kids to calm them down.
Sure.
I was struck, you know, at their you know, panic and scared. It resonated with me. So I went to try to make everything a little less heavy.
Sure. Yeah, you sending them memes with Mr. Lambutin over here, the monk of Lambutin. You guys both telling jokes. I love it. Yeah. So yeah, as you calm down these kids, they were scared, obviously, and like these adults, they know them, so like they don't really want to listen to them right now, but new adults are always interesting, right? So like you kind of turned their attention from what they were scared from pretty quickly, and you know, they're asking you all kinds of questions, you know, where are you from? Have you been off planet? What's that like? All this sort of shit. And as you're doing that, the mayor wraps up her conversation and kind of claps the back of the individual. That guy walks off, and yeah, so she waves you guys over. It's just like, it's good to see you guys. I wish it was under better news, but yeah. How can I help you?
I think the question is more, how can we help you?
Yeah, we just wanted to check in to make sure that things are as smoothed over as possible before we take off. We don't want to leave you in the hands of Dominion. If they have an outpost or something we can shut down before we take off.
You guys found what you needed then.
I believe so.
It's great to hear. That's great to hear. Maybe the fucking Dominion get off her ass then. I appreciate you guys coming to check on us before you leave. It's mighty kind. Most folks would.
We didn't want to leave you high and dry.
Yes, we're the kindest.
you in particular, I believe. She kind of looks over the others, and I hate to do this. Let me just not be too forward and make sure that I'm understanding everything here. Are you guys potentially volunteering to help?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the big guy is too.
I want to kill the main
I'm right.
man.
So she kind of looks over and she's like, we're gonna go into hiding. The guy I was just talking to has transport, not interplanetary, but he's got a ship, and we're going to go into the cave systems. We know of them, and we have people who've used them before. We should be able to get off surface to be able to hide for a while, to get, till the Dominion gets off our ass. But I would expect that, the Dominion have eyes, right? And I don't think they're going to let us load up onto a ship and take off and fly to safety without them harassing us. If you guys could watch our ass while we're doing that until we get into those caves, that may be what we need to actually get through this safely.
A simple escort mission, no problem. No NPCs that move really slowly, are there?
They don't run back to where they were. If they run forward for a minute to fight something, they run back. Like, oh my god!
I haven't played a game like that in many years, but no, I will be shoving our folks in their asses to try to make this as quick as possible. Obviously, it'll take a little bit of time for us to get the supplies loaded up onto the barge, but I promise you we will do that as quickly as possible. The plan is to have that load up all the survivors, and bug out probably in the next 90 minutes.
Can you show me where you'll be unloading or loading up your people?
Yeah. Frankly, I think it's most likely helpful for you guys to be back on your ship. I don't know your combat, potential on the ship, but likely we get everyone loaded, take off, you guys are able to escort us from your ship and stop harassers.
Of course, I simply...
Sorry, Jameer.
I kind of want to look over at Malachi. How are you getting off world? Are you settled? Do you have an escort? Do you have an exit plan?
Yes.
I mean, you don't need to pry about this. It's not particularly our business, is it?
I mean, I'd hate to leave him stranded. If he doesn't have a ride, we can give him a ride to the next planet.
Let's discuss that with Nova when we get back to the ship.
How does he know Nova?
You know Nova?
You're familiar with Nova?
I'm very familiar with Nova. I owe my life to Nova.
Nova be keeping secrets.
I was going to say, Nova told us there were other agents out here, but she didn't tell us about you specifically.
The Dominion could have ears here. Let's talk about it on the ship.
So you guys, I think as you are talking through that, through your comms, you hear Nova come over and she's like, "Yeah, he's good. Let's save the conversation till we're back on the ship."
That's fine.
So,
and Jamira kind of returns her attention to Alara and says, "The reason I was asking was that I can produce an illusory cover for your people, so that potentially any surveillance cannot see them as they are boarding it.
That's great. Yes. Again, I'm sorry. I do not know all of your capabilities. I did not mean to assume, but yes, that would be very useful. Once you guys are ready, I can take you to where we're loading up the barge right now. You could potentially have your ship land there for you guys to board yourselves after you put up your illusion.
Most helpful.
She kind of looks around. She's just like, "Hey, John, I'm gonna take them. Handle this." And yeah, so she leads you guys pretty much out of the back way. There's kind of like two stairs. Actually, no, there's the stairs coming in from the street that you guys came through. They've also tunneled, not like super far, but they tunneled like a couple feet and then have a, it actually connects to like a sewer drain. So they've tunneled through to where the opening into the sewer drain, so you're able to kind of get back out. Tyrannix has a hell of a time.
Yeah.
He's able to squeeze through, we'll say, but yeah, he probably lost a couple scales getting out of that. But yeah, she leads you out of the manhole there, and you guys kind of take a couple of side streets to where you see a barge, and it's actually already kind of camoed. It looks like the barge had landed and they had thrown like tarps on it and then kind of essentially camouflaged it to where it would look like debris in a way. So they've been doing this. They probably did that at night and have been trying to load up the supplies for the most of the day. But yeah, you guys are able to get to the barge's location that they're going to use. So you can erect that illusion if you would like to.
Yeah, she's using the heightened version, just the second level. So, and she just basically just kind of layers on top of what they already did, since it made it to look like rubble and debris. She just basically layers more rubble and debris to make it look completely as part of the landscape.
Perfect.
And so, yeah, at second level, it like if anyone walks up to it, it looks and feels right now at this point. It is also sits there for an hour, so
hell yeah.
So they got plenty of time.
Perfect, yeah. So you guys are able to do that, or Jamira is, and then Nova and the captain, another very important Captain Arden, as everyone knows, is pilots the Wayfarer's Promise, which is y'all's ship, as everyone knows, because it's been very important in the title of the ship. The Wayfarer's Promise. Actually, D, I don't know if you want to cast that again. It may be more useful for you to cast the illusion over the Wayfarer's Promise, as you're kind of ship to ship, so it doesn't look like y'all's ship is just there.
Oh yeah, she would wait for like the best time to do it.
So yeah,
whenever that
ship
needs
comes
to be done.
in, settles in, and you erect the debris over everyone there, and yeah, you guys, I'm sure you guys would probably just help them load up the supplies as you could, and then as all that gets wrapped up, you're able to see all of the colonists and the survivors, and yeah, again, you guys are helping them kind of pull out the survivors on the gurneys and all that sort of shit, and all the other folk, get them settled in, and then you guys hop back onto your own ship. The mayor gives you a little salute, hops up onto hers as you guys board yours. And yeah, so actually, I know that this isn't a very, I'll even say sci-fi-ish, pilot-y party. However, Nova has customized the turrets and the shielding systems and those sorts of things. She's customized them all to be very similar to when you guys do your sleeping dives, right? So this is, instead of going into the sort of hibernation, if you will, to gain powers, this is like Sword Art Online fucking like full dive, right? So you like put yourself into these goggles, and you've got like your hands on like what the turret type shit would be. And as you go in, you dive into like a sort of imaginary dimension type shit. So like whatever each individual's specialized skill is, that is what you will be using to man these turrets, man these shielders. So like for instance, Scalvix is medicine. In your head, obviously I'll let you narrate it however you see it, but potentially you're doing a surgery, right? You're doing some sort of surgery thing, and that's placing a shield on the ship there. Maggie, you're doing some sort of dance performance or whatever, right? Again, I'll let you guys narrate it, but that's sort of what's happening. It's like whatever your thing, essentially your big passions, whatever your big passion is, you're sort of going through that as like in real life, you're actually shooting something down. So
Nice.
so yeah, you guys get all in your turrets and everything. I will ask each individual, are you like a gunner or are you a shielder? What do you think your big passions would more align to?
Gunner.
Shoulder dead. Scalvix.
Yeah,
Copy
be a
that.
shielder.
Copy
I do
that.
think Gunner for Visionary.
We've got 3 gunners,
Every
2
dance
shielders.
move.
Very good balance there. Perfect. Yeah, so you get into your dive on your turrets and your shielder turrets. I don't know what a shielding turret is. I guess it would shoot like a plasma shield from some sort of source.
Yeah, or it shoots out little repair drones.
Yeah, it could shoot repair drones, or it could shoot even it's the Iron Dome, right? It shoots out shit that would block the other stuff. Who knows? It's science, magic. Yeah, so you get loaded up into your ship and everyone takes off. You guys start taking off, and yeah, pretty much immediately it would seem that the Dominion were scouting. Essentially, they had scout ships kind of patrolling, trying to look for basically the colonists as they were continuing to pursue their search of the key themselves. And as soon as you guys take off, you've got fucking baddies on your ass, and they're quickly pursuing you guys because basically the colonist barge is not an interplanetary ship like your guys's, so it's a bit slower. So you're having to kind of keep their speed to be able to cover them. So you're like, God, hurry that fucking ship up. But they take off, and you guys are now protecting them. So if I could receive a couple of skill checks from my shielders, please, as the Dominion ship comes flying in and they start to target the barge. Let's see if we can get some blocks here. Nice, good roll. Solid blockage.
Oh, that's a good one.
Another great roll. Perfect. So yeah, Scalvix,
Another.
please tell us how, like, what does it look like for Scalvix when you're in this? Like, what are you doing in your mind as you're shielding?
So, and how I see it is like kind of like how you describe it. Like he's having a medical where you have a patient shit is his patient. It's like stitching everything back together. So that's incoming damage seeds, like here and there. So it's preparing that space, and then in actuality on the outside, see like intersecting people, so something's coming in, so lock.
Yeah, for
Kind
sure.
of hard to hear for anyone else, or is it just me?
Yeah, Cabin was getting a little quiet to me too on that end, but I think I picked it up. But yeah, so like you're doing your stitching, and then in the real world, you see like this little plasma thing basically kind of stitch a net together to block the shots from the Dominion ship. Buxus, what is it? What are you doing in your imagination there as you're protecting the colonist barge in real life?
I feel like Buxus is doing like a live stream, basically just telling people about Lambutin and everything. And like you can see in the corner, like his count's getting up and down, but like the higher his count gets, the bigger the shield is developing on like the friendly ships. So he's trying to be engaging and, you know, make sure that the people are there. And like you see little emojis popping up in the corner. Like every time an emoji goes, he's like doing like the NPC, the live NPC thing. Thanks. I love cheese.
So we got Buxus in Times Square right now, fucking doing.
It's as cringy as it could possibly be.
Oh no!
Perfect. Yeah. So we you see sort of Scalvish's stitching sort of appearing in reality as it blocks things. Buxus's is more of a all enveloping onto the barge. It's just like a glow. Perfect. Yeah. Everyone else, my gunners, if you would please make me some rolls as you fight back against these Dominion gunships. And right now you see two of them. You two took off, and then they have two gunships, like basically one a little bit in front of the other, just a wingman and his friendly.
I lost my thing. Which role am I doing?
Your big passion would be, I think it's thievery.
I'm really passionate about stealing stuff.
Well, all right, you're reading into thievery. Also is disabling traps, so actually, and you're currently clumsy. Let me go over to the other map real quick so that I can take off y'all's debuffs, because those aren't real right now. You okay?
You can also just get rid of them in the character sheet under effects. You just trash them there. Mm-hmm.
I can't find this. Where is my? It's not letting me on my under my thievery initiative on my character sheet. It's not letting me roll here.
So there's a proficiencies tab at the top.
Oh yeah, that's
it's got all your skills, and then you'll see thievery. You can click the little die next to the number.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Sweet, yeah. Jamira, please, what does it look like for you as you're in your gunner turret? What are you doing?
I think it does just look like as it is, you know, but she's kind of like seeing herself flying outside of the ship, and just basically just blasting with like her eldritch, whatever that spell is, like Eldritch Lance, but it's just a continuous Eldritch Lance. So she's just going nutty mode on this ship. Obviously that's the guns firing, but she sees it as the Eldritch Lance, just continuously hitting things. And she's just having a great time. She's just laughing. Just
So you definitely connect with your Eldritch Lance as you're doing that. Trinity, what does it look like as you're manning your turret?
She's having her full-on pop star performance, so on a stage, big crowd out in front of her, right? Everybody's excited, and the same way, like, especially you think like early 2000s pop stars, we all had to hit our spot and pew. So every time she hits her mark, pew pew pew.
You hit a mark and a laser flies out.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Unfortunately, you missed your mark on that one, so your shot flies past the gunship. But you'll get it next time. It's fine. Malachi, what does it look like for you as you're in your sort of dive?
I am in a lunatic, rage-induced beatdown of the Emperor of the Dominion, and I'm hitting him over and over and over.
What does that got to do with thievery?
He's like, stealing his life. He's stealing his life from his body.
I'm stealing his life away.
He's stealing his life.
I'm stealing his life away.
Also,
so thief.
Yeah, exactly. He's soul snatching out here.
Yeah.
You guys will take note.
Malachi out here working through some stuff.
Malachi's got some issues. You guys take note. Maybe you take note. Maybe you take note after, but something to think about. Nova already has this set up for Malachi to use. That's interesting. Yeah, there's just a little thought.
A lot of
there.
interesting things happening.
Yeah. So you guys are flying through the canyon, or flying over some canyons now, with the shielding and the turrets, and you got gunships flying this way and that way. You're dogfighting and whatnot. So far so good. The barge has not taken any shots. You've delivered some onto the enemy gunships. I would like my shielders to please roll a couple more for me as we continue on with our escape. Very lovely roll. So good. Oh, that's less good. That's less good. Mr. Buxus, I'll let you know
Got
right
a hay
now.
raid on the
I'll let
stream.
you know right now. You could use a hero point to save that, or the barge will be taking a hit.
Hero point. That's not much better.
That's not enough. I'm gonna let you know right now. That's not enough. Anybody want to donate? Do we have any donations?
I'll donate one.
You got one more, Levi. Come on. Let's make it happen.
Let's go dice.
Oh, I didn't.
That ain't it!
Oh,
Actually, you get to
hey.
re-roll it again, right? Because ones mean... Like, ones you
Yeah.
get to keep the hero point, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, get
Yellow
refunded.
One more time.
Yeah.
Ones are actually kind of
Come
solid.
on.
Oh, come on!
Bro.
All right.
That's crazy.
Mr. Buxus, I need you to roll a 1d100, please.
Oh no.
I need
You
to...
got a massive hay raid in his stream. God damn.
Yeah, I need to understand what is happening right now.
There's just like one guy on my stream in the stream trolling the shit out of me instead of like letting
Somebody
it go.
on the street is like, "What the fuck you
Instead
doing,
of
man?"
letting it go, I'm like, no, I gotta engage with this troll.
Bucks has got stun locked.
Oh no, his internet went down. Okay. All right, Buxus.
Today is not my day.
Roll me that religion check one more time. We're gonna see what's happening here. Interesting. A 1 and a 1 make 11. Very cool. I mean, clearly, right?
True.
Thanks for
Not wrong.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
Buxus,
man.
you struggled there a little bit. Why did you struggle? What do you think happened there? Did you have a brief, like, did you think that Lambutin wasn't going to help you? What was that?
I think instead of bringing good into the world, like I said, like I saw that troll in the corner, and like for some reason I just locked in. Something he said about my buggy face or whatever it was, just like set me off, and I was like, "Hey, fuck you, buddy!" And I was like, "Oh no, I gotta lock in. I'm supposed to be here entertaining people.
That's right.
I can't have a bad day. Every day's got to be a good day."
I think as you realize that, like, I've got to be bigger than this. The moment is bigger than Bux's. I can't let someone's remark like really hold me down and lock me down. And you sort of feel like the warm presence of Lambutin just kind of place a very large hand on your back, as like you could feel Lambutin say yes. Like, you understand the meme is bigger than you, like you can't be above the meme. So yeah, with that, with Lambutin's help, you were able to correctly and help shield out the barge there. So yeah, and then we had Scalvix with a very successful blocking as well. Perfect. The barge, the colonist barge, is once again well protected. If I could have my gunners please shoot back at the Dominion. Beautiful. Yes, this is what we want. This is what the people want. No, Malachi.
Yes, no.
I mean, it's not as bad as failing when you're shielding, right? You just missed. Like, it's not. No one dies yet. But with those two successful hitting your mark, and with the fucking from Jamira, you guys actually shoot down one of the gunships. You're able to basically puncture through the hole well enough to where the ship renders itself useless, and it just fucking dive bombs and fucking explodes. Big explosion.
Yeah, I think I think Jamira's working through something like Malachi because she's out there blasting just like, yes, die, dregs, die.
Shamira enjoyed it very much.
She had to work off that stress from the do-goodery.
Yeah, so you
Too much
guys,
jewelry.
as that one gunship goes down, there's just the one remaining, and the barge and you guys are kind of, weaving in and out through this sort of canyon here with these rock formations and things.
Top
and
Gun style.
Yeah, exactly. Sci-fi Top Gun.
Top Gun. Tom Cruise is with us.
Yes.
No, okay.
Tom Cruise is with us on the couch laughing because that's a meme from Lambutin, so he is with us. If my shielders would please roll me one more shield check.
Don't you fuck me.
Don't you fuck me.
Oh,
Woo!
Hey,
Okay, Mr. Scalvix, I'll let you know that is one too low. The last 24 was +1 from Lambutin to a 25, actually. So unfortunately, Mr. Scalvix, if you would like to make a hero check or use a hero point to re-roll that, you can. Or we may need to dive into why Scalvix is stitches unstitched and the barge takes a hit.
I will use another hero point since I have 2 left.
Copy that, sir. Oh, that stitch did not unstitch itself. It fucking ping. Very beautiful. That was fantastic. I think it actually catches the torpedo in the air, turns it around, points it back at them.
As it flings it back.
That was fucking awesome.
Is the nat 20 the same as the nat 1, and do you get the hero point back?
I don't think so.
Oh,
No.
That's
I
a
mean,
shame.
that's. I like where your head's at, though. That is
as he catches that shot, he says, "No one makes us bleed our own blood," and sends it back to him.
Nobody.
My gunners, please make a roll, and you don't have to add to it, but you guys will be receiving a +1 from the beautiful assistance of a caught torpedo. You'll be using that with your salvo here. Oh, is that a critical?
ew.
Is that a critical shot
Quit a flop.
from Trinity there? Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful, Malachi. I think you're just too focused on squeezing the life from the Emperor out. You're not
Yeah,
locked in,
I'm-
brother.
I'm literally in there laughing hysterically.
Yeah, this was maybe
He's
too
having
quick.
the time of
Maybe
his
we
life.
put him in this gun a little too quickly. He's not stable yet. But yeah, Trinity, you actually quickly strike. And Jameer, you land a very solid hit as you guys combine your efforts to down the last remaining gunship with the help from Scalvix's torpedo. And yeah, this gunship again just fucking veers off and blasts into the side of the canyon, exploding. And with that, you see like the barge hits this cliff and then kind of basically goes straight down into a very large opening where you could see there's like the surface level, and then beneath that just a set of cave structures as they like float down into it and then kind of disappear into one of them. And yeah, as they do that, you could sort of sense the thanks from the mayor as they kind of head off into their hiding, and Captain Arden pulls up the y'all's ship as you guys sort of traject out of orbit here, leaving
Came up to the atmosphere.
I do have a question. I'm assuming that they're safe in the caves, but what keeps the Dominion from following them into the caves?
well, so like once they're subsurface, like the make me a society check, Trinity. Let's see if you actually would know this, or if there's something that you would want to ask someone else, maybe.
I have a +0 on that, so I'm guessing.
Brilliant.
Oh no.
Maybe so. Oh, you know what?
Hey,
2 criticals in a row. I think you know
Never
everything
doubted.
about the
never doubted for a moment.
After they get 2 critical
yeah.
fails in a row, she gets 2 crits.
He's
in a
gonna
row.
know.
Yeah, so Trinity, you understand that the Dominion surveillance here is basically like they could see the top of the surface of this planet. They can't like breach through the crust essentially to try, like they don't have like echolocation, they don't have like thermal's not going, they're not going to be able to track them thermally. So once they're able to get into the cave structure, there's enough of these like webbed out caves that they'll be able to, essentially it's like a needle in a haystack, right? It's like, okay, we know that they entered here, but
Finding that's basically
do we
impossible.
send a million drones out each way? Yeah, potentially they could find them. You could always be found, right? But like it's a pretty safe way for them. Like no one's going to be forever safe from the Dominion if they're motivated to try to find you. But especially assuming that the Dominion catches wind that you guys were able to retrieve it, they'll likely just bug out and not follow them. You can assume that the colonists will be able to hang out until things calm down and can then, resurface.
For sure.
Surface level surveillance.
That's right.
Did.
So I sort of slightly misspoke. You guys are not actually going to leave orbit because actually the bunker's location is on this planet.
Right.
So you guys don't have to leave planet to go to it. You would be leaving to essentially go to this bunker. However, let's say you guys all come out of your dives from the turrets and the shielders. I will say, obviously, there's conversation to be had amongst yourselves as to how does Nova know Malachi, or however we want to discuss this, and we can do that. Also, you could potentially take your long rest to hibernate, essentially, and gain your constellation points so that you could have that for whatever the is in store at the bunker. Because it is safe to assume that you guys are the only ones that know the location of the bunker, right? So the Dominion was not able to grasp it from you guys. You didn't share the location to get them off of the colonist trail, anything like that, right? So like you likely have a long rest to be able to go there and it'll be fine. So you guys can do that. What do you guys want to do? What's the course that you guys want to take?
Vote long rest, conversations later.
I was going to argue the opposite. I'd like have the combos first. I
mean, we could say you're taking the long rest mechanically, and you'll get your constellations and everything. But fictionally within that, you guys are resting, and you're in the kitchen or whatever, and like you could go through these the conversations as to what is happening. What is happening? Yeah.
I do think narratively, it would make sense that also want to know like, well, what's going on here? What's up? From a character perspective, I don't think Jamira would start that conversation because she's like, that's his business. Like she doesn't really want to. Like he seems like he's pretty private. From her perspective, she's like he seems pretty private.
Yeah, I feel like Jamira would kind of. She could totally get that, right? Like she has her own things that she wants to keep private as well, right? So like she wouldn't appreciate if someone tries to dive into her history without her giving it up.
Totally, yeah. So she wouldn't start that conversation, but she will join it if someone else like gets into it.
Yeah. So
I think,
go ahead, Maggie.
I think Tex would be making everybody food.
100%.
Because that's what he does. So we're all in the kitchen. He's making us some protein cookies or a shake or something. And I would be nosy enough to be like, so how do you know Nova now that we're not imminently dying?
And now is a good time to have the conversation. Because Bucks is also an open book. His whole life is online, so he always finds it weird when people are like cagey.
So I will. I think Malachi at this point would feel comfortable enough to go ahead and share why I was on this planet and why I basically been looking for Dominion to kill. So he starts telling a story, and I start off with the bombshell that I was a part of the Dominion. I was an assassin that was, I guess, in the employ of the Dominion since I was a child. The Dominion at one point raided my planet when I was very young, and they sent me to basically a brainwashing school, and had some sort of mind control on me, and I killed a lot of people, and I was taught under the preeminent top assassin for the Terran Dominion, and then relatively recently I had been kind of promoted and left to track down my own targets that the Dominion needed me to kill. And after one of my missions, something didn't seem right to me, and as I was in my ship, I would start feeling a pull kind of on my mind, like I was being lied to. And it was Nova breaking through the mind control. And I have relatively recently, been, I guess, shown what is really going on and how evil the Dominion was and how I was being used by them. And now, Nova has basically saved my life to the point where now I'm free thinking. I have my own thoughts, and I'm super regretful and brokenhearted about what I have been forced to do for the Dominion. So now it's my life's goal to bring them down the best I can. They trained me, to be very lethal, and I plan to spend my life using it against them. And even if that means I die trying, I'm going to try to get my revenge on them.
They're like a bad version of the Mandalorians. Finding kids and training them up and sending them off into the world.
Y'all don't even know how evil they are.
Well, I would say by our last engagement, you were quite effective.
I understand where you're coming from. The Dominion 2 has caused my people to suffer as well. It's one of the reasons when I found Lambutin, I decided to spread joy to the world, through memes, of course. But the path of redemption that you're walking is a righteous path. And you can make up for the lives that you've taken, if that's the path you continue to choose and follow. You're more than welcome to join the party.
Well, there was certainly I know I can't do it alone, even though for the last few months I've been trying. I've had some communications with Nova, and I've been searching for a group of people who are at least relatively like-minded when it comes to the Dominion. So it looks like I showed up just in time in that fight. And it was now or never. And it also gave me an opportunity to kill Dominion.
Well, seeing as they were shooting at me, I can't be quite upset about it.
Yeah, I don't think there's any love lost on the Dominion here.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Tech would say, hell, if they're hurting people, then I want to hurt them back.
That's exactly what Tex would say. So I think
you use their skills against them.
That's right.
I think Nova would have been present for this conversation. And by present, I just mean she's like projecting the hologram of herself into the room with you guys. And she would have let you talk, Malachi, through all of that. Once you guys have kind of, there's a little bit of a lull, there's a little bit of a silence in the conversation. She would say, I'm not sure how much I've told each of you about the heroes, where you guys get your powers that I've given you. Just if you guys are curious, I was able to really break through the mind control of Malachi through the power of these heroes. The hero of the rogue was the one I used to essentially break through that mind fortress of Malachi and re-erect one of his own making. And she kind of like motions towards each of you, and she looks at you, Jameer, and she's like, you have the hero of the necromancer. Buxus, you have the hero of the monk. Trinity,
The hero of the necromancer.
Scalvix, you're the hero of the cleric. And yeah, so Jameer, you're able to say hero of the necromancer. What's your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. You're good. She would have just motioned to everyone and told them what that was, and so yeah, she would pause after that. So if you have something to say, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, she's a little incredulous. Like that seems like an oxymoron for sure.
So yeah, she could kind of sense your giggle at it, right? And she's like, the orientation, if you will, of the hero is very much determined by the individual, right? You could be an evil fighter, or you could be a good fighter, You are a fighter, but what you do with that power, well, that's up to you, right? As the hero of the necromancer, it is up to you what you do with it. As sort of the shepherd of you guys, I hope and I pray that it is your intention to use your powers for good and for the overall good of the universe. But
Scout puts his 2 cents in, like, we all know an anti-hero when we see one.
I mean, to be, it's you guys understand the shadow agents. You have fought them. They are also heroes as well, except they are doing evil instead of good. I believe Yuki is the hero of the kineticist, and her spear friend, I believe, is the hero of the fighter.
So hero is more of a status than a prescriptive, you would say.
Yeah, you could think of yourselves as avatars of these heroes.
And there only be one.
Yes. While you are the hero or the avatar of the bard, there are no others that have these bard powers.
Oh, that's a good lore drop. So I will always be the only monk.
Not always. As you are currently the monk, there will only be you as the monk, but as you pass on, the monk, the power, the hero of the monk will, it may not transition immediately. It may be a few years, 100 years, who knows, but someone else will inherit it. I would say that something that I am capable of doing is helping to assist in guiding these meetings, if that makes sense. So like I was able to guide the meetings from all of you with the heroes that you currently possess.
So Nova, with us having the bard and the necromancer and the cleric and the rogue all working together, there's still the kineticist and the fighter, and we're all under your purview. But who are these other agents working for? The shadow or the dark agents that we call?
Yes, I believe there is one like myself that is gathering these shadow agents.
Because we recognize the code, but not the writing, if that makes any sense.
Yes, you understand a bit of what I am, yes, Buxus?
Yeah.
I think that there's one like me that is out there with more sinister thoughts, trying to use this same power for their own agenda.
Do you believe there are more?
More
More than
More like yourself. There was a entity attached to text that felt quite similar.
in this day and age, I assume that there are more artificial intelligences. Now, I don't believe that there are many others that have relative control over these heroes and their communion with individuals. As far as I understand, there is only one other, and that's just from deduction. I can assume that there is one other because we've seen the effects of their actions, right? We have seen these shadow agents and what they do. I can assume that then, since it was not me who have done this, that there would be another who did that, yes. And with the number, essentially the shadow agents appear to be working under one faction. So I would assume that there would only be one other artificial intelligence that is doing this for that faction. Do I assume whether or not that AI is the head of that faction? I do not know. Do I assume if it is 1, 2, 3 AIs doing this? I do not know. It would appear that these shadow agents, though, all function underneath one faction. So I can sort of assume the possibilities of others being able to do this is quite limited.
Yes, we couldn't, I at least personally couldn't confirm anything as far as text is concerned. It was the ghost of a reading, something that was off about him during our adventures on the planets. But it felt as if there was something similar to yourself, something that had traces of, I believe, what you call code, for lack of a better word.
Go into more details. You could see Nova's like, wait, what?
Yeah. Both me and Buxus had I suppose, felt it. Is that not right, Buxus? There was something that was attached to Tex when he performed some sort of ability. He was able to discern the location of the Shadow Agent's mind palace.
Yes.
We were able to feel something attached to him.
You could see her like doing some calculations.
The buffering bars.
Yeah, like you guys have been with Nova, not you, Malachi, obviously. You've been in a pen pal relationship with Nova. The others have been with her for a while. I guess Shamira, you also haven't. Okay,
yeah,
those who
still
have been
here.
You are familiar enough with Nova to understand a little bit of her personality, like the one of the big reasons that Nova is so special is she actually has personality. Generally, the AIs of this world are, imagine where our AI is now, just a little bit more advanced. Like, it'll do stuff, it's smart, it'll do calculations, it'll do all that sort of shit, but like it's not a true artificial intelligence in the fact that it almost feels like another individual, right? To where it's not a fully fleshed personality and all that sort of stuff. Nova pretty much is a fully fleshed out personality. She feels very much as if she is another individual that you could know. It's just that she's code, right? Like, she is housed in this ship and all that, and like she has to project herself for you to see her, right? Like, you guys are familiar enough with her personality and a little bit familiar with her limitations to where you understand she is not godlike, right? She can make mistakes. She may have not noticed something because she's focused on something else. So as you are describing what Tex did and what was happening with Tex, as like, you know, there was code amongst him that wasn't yours, she's like, wait, what the fuck? Like, so she's kind of just sitting there thinking for a moment. It's essentially a flash, right? Like, you could see the equations go boom, and she's like, Tex, Medbay now, and like, very serious. And as she says that, the like the caution lights come on in the ship. Red caution lights start fucking going off, and like you know that the ship is essentially going into what would be lockdown. To where like you guys are shutting in, sheltering from something. You have no idea. So she says text Medbay now, and then just poofs. Like, she fucking takes her projection off of where she's at. What do you guys do with this?
Well, that seems quite serious.
Yeah.
Are we able to follow her into the Medbay with Tex?
Is Tex going to the Medbay?
That's a good question. And with Tex not being here, I'm going to throw up that he very likely. Fuck, man, So we have about 15 minutes left. Do you want to save this for Chemo to come back to where he can make the decision as to what he would do with this information? Or do we want to assume that he kind of goes through with it?
I don't know. I do feel like he would go, but
I agree. I think he would go, but I don't want to completely take the agency from him.
Yeah,
I would hate to take agency from a player.
Okay.
Let this be his returning moment.
Yeah, I think
just literally throw him in the pot of hot water as soon as he comes in. I love it.
Yeah, I think we put the bookmark here, and when we come back, we'll see how Chemo / Tyrannix reacts to being told to go to the Medbay now, you dirty boy. You know, like. Yeah.
Sadly, I'm out next week, so.
No.
Oh.
We literally just had a month off. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's not my fault. I'm going on a birthday trip that has been planned. It's not my fault that Travis was gone for 5 weeks before it.
Time out. When was your birthday?
February.
February when?
It looks
19th.
like it's March 14th.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it was about a month ago you could have went on this party.
My bestie's birthday was the very end of February. And then, like, we have lives, and we have a bunch of other people coming on this trip with us.
That was also 2 weeks ago. I don't know, man. All I'm saying is you could have figured it out. No, it's fine. Looking ahead.
Shame.
Trinity / Maggie. I don't know. I think it'll be fine with you missing. I think it'll be fine. It'll be sad, obviously, and you'll totally miss some really fun stuff. But I don't think. You know what's so funny is I didn't foresee this happening. So like Chemo not being here, I was like, oh no, it's fine. Like, we're probably not gonna get any fights. Like, we're just gonna, do this, do that. Cool. And then
We
like
hit the
you
big
drop that
lore.
line in front of Nova, and I have been waiting for like someone to be like, "Hey, this thing's happening," and like, "What's that about?"
Oh yeah, I've been sitting on that forever. I was like,
Yeah,
I totally
dude.
want to bring that up. We just really have not had the opportunity.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's not like you haven't been able to bring it up to anyone who would really
Who
like
could
be able to
action
do
it?
anything about it, you know?
I'm
Like everyone else
partially
is like,
lost.
I don't know, that's
what,
weird.
What happened?
Oh yeah, because this happened before Malachi
Yeah,
showed up.
Let's fill Shane in
Or
on
Shane
what
just-
this was.
So
Go ahead.
if I remember correctly, so meta wise, like what happened was a lady named Jen appeared to Tyrannix very early in the story, and then she basically attached herself to him, and then told him that he had to keep that secret, that he couldn't tell anybody about her like being with him, and I think she gave him the ability to like perceive
Yes.
stuff. So she gave him that ability to like kind of perceive like false areas or what have you. But he couldn't tell anybody. So he had her with him for a while. He actually ended up seeing some of the stuff Yuki was doing. And Yuki was one of the shadow agents. And Yuki was able to paint like, I kind of don't really know how to describe it. Like new realities effectively.
Yeah, kind of like she almost paints like a alternate dimension, like to where she can step through this sort of gate that she paints, and it opens up into an alternate dimension that she kind of owns.
Yeah. So he discovered that in the first location, I believe.
So
that
yeah,
she had done something there.
The start of it was you guys fought Dominion at a warehouse. After the fight, Tyrannix, everyone noticed there was this mural painted of the fight that just happened.
Right.
So it had all the party members in the Dominion, this mural, right? And Tex goes and touches it. And as he touched it, he passed out. Fully fucking like falls over, goes into a deep sleep, a coma basically. And they have to drag him away from the warehouse. So they drag him back to the ship, and as he's on the ship, in this coma, he has this conversation with this lady named Jen that comes to him. And basically, this Jen lady says she's essentially been tracking these shadow agents, and she's in opposition of them. And that she witnessed the party and the basically she believed that the party was in opposition as well to the shadow agents, and she thought that Tyrannix was the purest of the party. So she reached out to him and was like, I trust you, I believe in you, I think I could trust your allies, but allow me to have some time to confirm that trust. So basically he's like, okay, I agree to that. And so now she's kind of been riding along with Tex, basically watching after what everyone's been doing. And in the fight at the weather station, where you guys first fought the Death Guard, and that happened, and the professor was killed by the shadow agents. After that, Jin basically was like, I can help you find where they're hiding. You guys went into your hibernations to receive your powers, and during that, Jin was like, I can help you basically see where Yuki, the paintress person, is painting these new realities. I can help you find them. So that was when that happened. So yeah, Jin basically has introduced herself as a being that is in opposition of the shadow agents. She has helped Tex be able to see specifically Yuki's alternate dimensions. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the lore on that, I think.
And then like when he discovered that second area, that was when Jamira and Buxus both, I don't remember how they like perceived it, but they were able to perceive like her presence on them, but they don't know it's a person or what have you. They just saw
Yeah.
like,
I
there's
think when
something
he-
attached to him.
When he activated the power to find
Yeah.
this alternate dimension, there was like a second set of glowing green eyes that sort of hovered in front of
Right.
his. And so Jameer and Buxus was like, that's weird. What is that? They sort of went through their own thoughts trying to figure out what that was. I think that's when you guys discovered that sort of second set of code
Mhm.
on him. Yeah.
So then Nova just found out. What was?
Yeah, so Nova essentially missed that. I guess she sort of missed how you guys traversed into the other dimension. That whole sort of thing, she just didn't know what happened. Like, you guys went out, did your thing, came back, accomplished all this stuff, and she's sort of just been reacting and helping with what's happened. But like, the how that happened, she just, I don't know, she did not know.
So yeah, but Jameer apparently just dropped a bomb on her.
Yeah,
She didn't realize it.
with that reaction, you can sense that's very interesting. Yeah, I will also say, will I say that?
Yes. Yeah, you will.
No, because now I've built it up too much with the dramatic pause. There's like, oh, this is huge. I don't want y'all to think too much about it. Actually, I will drop a breadcrumb and we'll see if you guys self-discover. Because if you do, then that's your own thing, and it's been 5 weeks and it's impressive, right? There was 2 moments in the fight with Yuki as you went there, that were interesting.
I feel like I know exactly what you're talking about.
You don't remember? There was
No, I feel like I know exactly.
Oh, you do.
I feel like I do know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remember at least one of them.
What episode was this?
If you remember,
Yes.
D, go ahead and say it. This would be character knowledge. You would know this, so you can.
If I'm correct, it's the moments where Yuki was like talking to Tex, seemingly talking to Tex, and saying
Yes.
like, "What are you doing here?"
Yes.
And I believe she said it twice. I might
She
be
did.
wrong on that.
Yeah. She did that twice. Correct.
But yeah, that was sus even at the time.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, specifically
sus.
talking to Tex, and it was like, is she talking to Tex or is she talking
Yeah.
To Jin.
to Jen?
But I think she's talking to somebody else.
Talking to Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know?
Yeah,
I don't know, but
I don't know.
That's where
No
my
one
gut
knows,
is at.
man.
we know.
They're gonna
That's where
know.
my gut is.
They're not gonna know. They're gonna know,
You're never gonna know.
dude.
I believe that's
Yeah.
in the hot takes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure those are in the notes.
They might have been. They might have been. Well, fucking yeah. Yes. 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 I can't wait, man. That's so funny because like I was on this trip and I'm like, I'm doing all this fucking lore work and shit. I got nothing but time, right? Fucking God, all this shit, all these plans, all these cool things. I
Yeah,
wanna do.
sending Shane text at 3:30 in the morning.
Dude, I don't even. Oh yeah, your wife was gone for the week, so he was just like randomly awake. He's like, I can't sleep, fucking whatever. Dude, it's so funny because it's like I have all of these things, right? But I like to react off of shit that y'all do, right? So like if you do something fucking cool, we're gonna pursue that. And like I had all these things. I didn't know when you would, if you would drop the bomb that Tex has other code. So it's like, we just helped the colonists and we were about to go to the bunker. Well, hold on, time out. Now we got to deal with Texas code.
So we were about to boost up our powers, but nah, man, we got lore to get to.
Now we got some fucking deep dive RP shit to happen here. Like, man, that's
I'm
so
stoked,
good.
man. I've been waiting to ask that question since we last played.
Yes.
I was like, I got to get that question in at some point.
It's so funny because it's like, it's just something that I did not know when it would resurface, right? And so there's definitely something that's been building, but I'm like, man, I don't know when it's going to be like pop. You know, like man, it's so good.
Oh, yeah,
I have to
that's the
say,
end of my notes, just staring at me the whole time.
I have to say, we should really hope that Chemo can play next week because we have to pause sessions until Chemo can play.
That's true. Yeah, we cannot move forward.
He's pretty key in what happens next.
True.
So,
True.
yeah, that should be, man. Can't wait. No, I can't wait. Too
No
excited
pressure, Mo.
for next week, man.
Right.
I would say Chemo's usually pretty good about like telling us fairly early, like, yeah, I'm not gonna make it, unless he's just outright sick. You'll be like, ah, I'm just too sick to play.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm too sick to sit
you
in my
can't do
chair
it.
and talk.
Too sick to sit in my chair. Dude, sometimes you are too sick to sit in your chair.
Yeah, that's true.
Man. Like,
Sometimes you're a little too fucked up. That fever's got you going a little loopy sometimes, you know.
Yeah, man. I
love the introduction of Malachi, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got so much backstory. He's kind of giving Bucky, you know what I'm talking about, from like Captain America.
Oh, I
Big Bucky.
think about that. That's
Big Bucky vibes.
good.
He's the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, he's the Winter Soldier.
It's
I
funny.
need
he
an
is.
arm.
I need an
Yeah.
arm.
Give him a new arm, man.
I want to see how this all unfolds. It's awesome.
Oh,
I just like what he was working through in the mind thing. You know, he just started beating the shit out the Emperor. Like, dang,
Yeah.
I mean, he's going through it, man.
yeah, I
was,
got
dude.
some heavy hatred for the Dominion and the Emperor. Which
And
that
is it-
was,
Is it like the Emperor? Is the Emperor like very closely connected to Malachi, or like how many degrees of separation is the Emperor to Malachi? Because like,
I guess we'll have to see.
yeah, I'm excited to see it. You know, I don't know. I'm the
The next
resident lore
episode,
whore. I love stories, so.
Me and Travis have talked through it pretty extensively. There was Maggie missed it. There was also a little breadcrumb that was left in the fight with the Death Guards, where I kind of sent a message as the fight was ending.
Yeah, it was right at the end of the fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like right at the end of the fight. Kind of, I don't know. Have you explained that side of it? On
No. Mm-mm.
okay, so do we want to keep that a secret, or
No, you could. No, we could.
I was gonna say, I don't know if any of our characters were close enough to you to hear you
Just-
send that
Buster was.
message. Yeah.
Just
think
say
Buster's
that you discussed this Malachi prior to when Tex's outing happened. So like as you guys are still getting to know Malachi, like you could explain what that was.
So the way, which I mean, you might want to explain it better. It's your thing.
The Dominion and specifically the Emperor has means of surveillance, particularly with the Death Guard. Basically, the Emperor can kind of not really possess, but kind of possess a Death Guard and basically witness exactly what that Death Guard is doing. So
There's
the
some real
Emperor can
40K
kind
shit
of-
out here.
Yeah,
He
the
can
Emperor
hack
can kind
in.
of pop all over the fucking universe wherever he wants at whatever moment in time.
Kind of like draws to a warlock or something.
A little bit, yeah. So like,
The thought that it gave me, which did anybody play the most recent Borderlands?
I did not know.
No, I haven't. I haven't played it.
Okay, so it's basically like in Borderlands they have the collector or whatever, and he's like basically has everyone enslaved with these chips in the back of their head. That's not a spoiler or anything. It's literally in like the first 10 seconds of the game. But the Emperor, as me and Travis were talking about it, I was like, oh, that's really unique. He's not necessarily like omnipotent or omnipresent. It's like, but he can absolutely see what's going on, and he knows now that I think I guess it's been kind of a secret that I've been doing a lot of surveillance on the back end of the Dominion. I haven't. One of the reasons, like, I haven't jumped in with the group, even though I've been watching y'all in Nova and I have been talking, is because I was waiting for the right time to kind of reveal that I wasn't Dominion anymore. So, like, as soon as I jumped into that fight, turned the drones, and then started killing Death Guards, like, the Emperor now knows that I'm not under Dominion control anymore, which...
He basically declared war when he said his stuff to him.
Yeah. So, like, that was kind of my message at the end of that fight, was basically like, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you at some point. And
You got a particular set of skills.
yeah, I'm gonna get you back for making me do all these awful things and, you know, lying to me, taking, you know, my childhood, and the main, like, the trainer, my mentor, I guess, is like one of the top assassins by the Dominion, and he hasn't. There's not a whole lot of backstory on him yet, but he's also on my list because he knew I was being brainwashed and he allowed it to kind of happen.
Motherfucker didn't just know it; he was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's part of the
He was in charge
operation.
of the damn thing.
So, yeah, that's part of like that like, I don't know, what is that, surveillance or whatever, the ability for the Emperor. He's not, what you call him, he's not really a god, but he's
not, you know, omniscient, omnipresent, omnipowerful, all that sort of shit, but
he's like a demigod, kind of, like, he's really strong and can do other worlds.
I won't reveal too much, obviously, because this is still for you guys to discover itself. He's probably demigod level and wants to ascend into godhood, right? That's pretty simple, and probably you guys could put that together yourselves. But like, that's kind of where he's at.
For sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, fun stuff.
Hell yeah.
So good.
Some good lore.
Yeah, man. Fucking GG's, y'all. And yes, Levi and D, my lore masters, I hope that this is... I will never say that lore is like my strong suit in DMing. So hopefully this stuff was is good for you guys. You guys are eating well.
Oh, I'm eating good, man.
I always
This is
enjoy
good.
a good drip feed lore. Like, don't give it all to me at the same time. Like,
Dude, that's like I've been talking to Kimo a little bit because he's been wanting to do some work on his campaign, and I'm like, brother, just have a start, dude. Like, just have a start, have a little mission you want us to do, and then just build it as you go, man. Like, when we first started this shit, I didn't have all these fucking ideas. I had some ideas, but like, I find it is much easier, at least for me, to create shit as we go. With like the decisions that you guys make, and obviously the stuff that you guys find interesting, it's like you build off of that, you know, instead of like, you don't want it to be a video game where you fucking write out 10 different journals or some shit and like the player finds it and reads it, and it's like, it's a different medium, right? Especially
I do that,
like,
but that's because my brain is broken.
well, sure, like that. I will say I'm not good at doing that. I will say I'm not
That's
good
fair.
at doing that or DMing that, right? Like, for me, it's like we play 2 hours at a time, right? Like, once you get to the beginning, like next session, I can kind of see where we're going, right? I need to have some answers as to what happens between Tex and Nova and what Nova wants to accomplish and all that sort of shit. And it's like, you can pretty much see generally 2 hours ahead of time. It's like, you don't have to build out 8 hours ahead, just have the next 2 hours, right? So like, when you have that sort of, it's almost like an advantage. Like with 4 hours, you got to have some shit prepped. With 2 hours, you just have to have a little shit prepped. So like, fuck it, have your base idea of what you want and just fucking build it as you go, man.
It is
Yeah.
fun to go through, like, as you know, like the introduction of what my story was going to be, and getting with you on like, okay, well, what is it? What in this story can we also build out like Dominion lore with?
Yeah.
And like they are. That's the shit that I really enjoy.
Dude, like
Because
the child assassin school didn't exist until Shane started playing, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's just-
that's what I love. Like shit that your players come up with is way
Yeah.
better than
Right.
shit you can come up
well,
with
it's
by
just like,
yourself.
yeah, that makes perfect sense that the Dominion would have that, you know? So it's like, yeah, totally. Let's fucking make it the Dominion. So,
So it's
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
a bunch of ideas getting thrown between texts, and then it was Travis being like, oh shit, yeah, that's really good. Well, how about this? And then just building off of that is super fun. And there's like
Yeah.
4 different things still that we've talked about that I think would be a whole lot of fun that would go like even farther into the Dominion side. So
Yeah, the collaborative storytelling, man, it's the best part of it, you know?
100%.
Best
That's why
part.
D&D's the best damn game ever. I mean, dude, you could do shit with this that you just can't get from video games or whatever else, right? Like this is
Mhm.
it's too damn unique, you know? Like
Yeah.
you can't
I
get
absolutely
this
love
from
the
other
unlimited
shit.
amount of choices you guys have too. Like when I'm DMing and you guys are like, "Oh, I want to jump off this cliff and see if I can land on this dragon's back." I was like, "I didn't expect that, but let's see how it goes."
Yeah,
Yep.
my bad, man. I was way too.
You guys put my ass
That shit
through
was
the
good,
ringer when
though.
I was DMing, bro. I was like, "Oh boy."
Dude, and the funny thing is, like, you could always count on fucking Chemo to have like one of those ideas. Always.
Some extra
I
wild.
still remember, like in my baby DM phase, you know, it's like we all have our phases of DM knowledge and how good we were and all this. I remember way back in the day when I was a rigid DM. The rules are the rules, and if it's not in the rules, you can't do it, right? And Chemo wanted to rip off a door and use it as a shield. And I was like, I have no idea. Like in my head as I'm going through it, I was like, I have no idea how to make that happen. Like, I guess I could understand, like, or you do some athletics or whatever. Like, okay, now the door, can he use it? Like, what is its, you know, stats and shit? And I was just like, man, but that's so cool. So that was like, that might have been one of the early, like, the rule of cool shit for me as a DM was like, man, yes, let's do that. And it's just like, I think from that moment, there might have been some other ones, but that's the one I remember. It was just like, fuck it, man. Like, let's tell a story, and if like, let's just find the rules to be able to make it work, you know? Like, obviously, I don't want shit to be hugely out of the realm of possibilities for our powers.
Sure.
You know, where we're
Must be
at. But,
reasonable.
like, if it's reasonable, let's fucking do it.
Piper's
Dude, she's
mean
like,
mugging you.
I gotta poop, man. I gotta fucking poop.
So
She said, "This goes on now."
hey,
Right.
motherfucker,
She's like, that's great, but I have to shit.
Right. No, I mean, that's why I loved y'all's gameplay in Blades, man. Like, it was just that every moment I asked you, what are you going to do? You know, it's just like, okay.
Blades was so amazing because you're so used to like living in a world where there's parameters. You know what I'm saying? But like
Mhm.
Blades, there's practically no parameters. Like
It's
you can go
pretty
do what
loose.
you want. Yeah.
Like I,
You know, it's really just like, can you do this thing? Like it's more so, how badly do you fuck it up?
Yeah.
Is really more.
yeah.
I'll tell you, like the
that
first.
whole like spirit world shit that we kept doing, that shit was crazy.
I loved it. I like that shit was awesome.
The first four games of Blades, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to do this. And like once we got to like that
we
fifth
all had
game,
to
and you're just like,
realize
just do it. Like
the thing is, like, for me still, I'm so much more comfortable in D&D or Pathfinder because I know the parameters, and from that
Mhm.
I can at least have a pathway of what I want to do, right? I
Right.
can push the parameters, right? I can
That's all about
bend
what
it
you're
here,
comfortable
bend
running.
it there. In Blades, it's just like you have to sort of realize, okay, it's very simple. You're gonna roll something. Just, you know,
Yeah.
fiction something, narrate some bullshit. You're
Yeah.
gonna roll this, right? It's like all of it is just you're gonna make a roll.
Yeah, you're gonna make a roll. You're gonna do something. What do you do?
Right.
You
Yeah.
roll to see if you really do something super cool or you fuck it
Yeah.
up somehow.
It's like,
You know?
it's like it's
Yeah,
so funny.
like Yuna's spirit adventures were very fun. I kept praying that they would be fucked up because I really wanted to do some fun stuff, but she kept rolling really good.
I think
The dice were
Yuna.
telling the story.
I think
They were,
Yuna
they
killed
were.
the Power Within campaign. SDA is dead because of Yuna, because she opened up the Shadow Realm thing. Now I have to think, well, okay, who else could fucking do this and just shadow port wherever the fuck they want? The world, what happened?
Yeah. Oh man, we didn't get to the really fun stuff with Yuna, man. I hope we get back to it because she had some wild ass lore going on with her stuff, man.
It was cool, man.
You gotta be patient.
I was with everybody else of like, I'm so used to having like, what do you mean I don't have like electric arc that I know that I can do this? This is what I'm gonna do, and this
I
is
don't
like
know
my
my verbs.
action.
What verb
Right.
can I
It was
do?
really hard to just be like,
It-
I can do this. Like,
Right.
It was crazy not being able to like build a character to like break the game in some way.
Right.
It was
I
definitely
figured out I could just do whatever. Like, oh, well, I'm gonna say I'm doing this ritual, and here's how it's tied together, and we're gonna roll some dice. Yeah,
Yep,
I
see-
can come
we'll
up
see
with
how
some
it goes.
crazy stuff.
you summon a fucking what was it that leave that you did with the one where you brought the crowd into
oh, yeah, the flash mob out of nowhere.
into flash mob. That's the word I was looking for. Brought a damn flash mob into an assassination mission.
Hey, it worked though.
It works.
Like, how do
That's
you come up with this shit?
the thing, is that it works. So that's
What was that? What was that
It was
game?
awesome.
The newer one that we talked about, Travis. Whenever I was driving to the casino at 3:00 in the morning, and I was listening to a game. Remember? Whoa! It's a new one by
It's the one that Kimo was just telling us all about.
The
Dagger
Darrington Press
right?
joint,
Daggerheart.
Oh, Daggerheart.
Yeah.
I still haven't heard that or like listened to any of the Let's Plays for that yet.
It's
Bro, Kimo has such a hard on for that game right now.
it's super like listen or watching somebody play it. It's a pretty interesting idea because like depending on how you roll, you I don't know if it's considered like a hero point or whatever, but you get like faith if you roll good, and then the DM has the ability if you roll bad to, I can't remember exactly what the wording is, but it's
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I read it. It's a really interesting system.
yeah, it's I mean it seems like the roles are a lot more I mean, important's the wrong word. It feels like the DM has a lot more ability
Consequential.
to enact. Yeah, that makes consequences for certain things, or gets the DM involved, like because they have like their tokens on their end, where like if somebody rolls well, that you can fuck them or make the story go kind of how you want it to. Or if
I do want to try it eventually.
well, it's an interesting idea.
It's an interesting game. I do want to try it eventually. In 2030, whenever we get around to it.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. I'm just like, for me, I think we all kind of figure out as DMs what our system is, and like, you just get so comfortable with like a rule set that's how you tell stories, right? Like, at the end of the day, we're all just telling stories, and like for me, I much prefer the tactics of Pathfinder or D&D for combat. I think it's what drew me to the system initially when I was like fucking 11 years old or whatever it was when I first started playing. I always thought that was the most fun, and it's always been like the base of what I enjoyed with D&D. And like as I've matured and as we've all played over the years, role playing has increased on the pie chart of what I enjoy in D&D. So it's like I always want that for my DMing anyway. I always want that base of a D&D/Pathfinder combat, and all the storytelling that I can do on top of that is just, it's kind of my own thing. Like when I think of Pathfinder or D&D, it's really the combat. Like the exploration shit, I don't really think that's like the bread and butter of D&D or Pathfinder. It's like, okay, you're rolling little skill checks and stuff like that, but it's not that, I don't know. It's not that detailed, right? Like
I think the most we ever really fucked with that was with Levi's campaign with Strahd. I think it's the most we ever really fucked around with that, with like exploration.
Yeah, like I always think like that's up to the DM with how they want to present that and use that sort of stuff. Like, and I'm perfectly happy with how I use it now, but it's like it's mainly the combat is very rule set, and then everything outside of combat is like it's all bullshit, you know? It's all fucking bullshit with whatever the hell we're doing. But yeah, so it's just, yeah, systems are interesting. So like Daggerheart, I would be down to try, but it's like, dude, I'm a forever Pathfinder DM now, man.
Maggie, how can you say this isn't beautiful?
How can you say that?
I haven't been to that part yet. I don't have a boat.